Do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, learn when to stop. This is something that I think I encountered pretty clearly in my dissertation. In other words, I could still be working on my dissertation because the perfectionist in me can always come up with something more that should be done, something that should be perfected beyond the way that I have written it or researched it. Um, but when you get to the point of where, you know, a task is completed or a goal is reached, stop it. Um, Second guessing yourself in this way is self-defeating. This is like when you're taking a test and you knew the answer and you selected the answer and then you came back and checked your answers and changed a few of them only to have those answers be wrong. Sometimes you have to trust yourself that you're good. You reached the goal. Move on. Assume formlessness. Um, by taking a shape, by having a visible plan, you open yourself to attack. This is about being non-committal and not committing to anything. Um, this rule, instead of taking a form for your enemy to grasp, keep yourself adaptable and on the move. In the market, yeah, you want to make sure that you're always one step ahead of your competition, but in management, being as transparent and obvious as possible about what your values are and how you work is the best way. And that is not formlessness, that is someone who takes a form. And this last thing, I think a lot of these are written in joking ways or jest. The best way to protect yourself is to be as fluid and formless as water. Never bet on stability or lasting order. Everything changes. Yeah, you know, in some ways that's not a horrible idea. However, being non-committal and always looking over your shoulder um, doesn't give the people around you much confidence that they can depend on you being the same way tomorrow as you were today. So using strategy with your competitor, not your team, is definitely the best way to look at any of these rules. The top secret to managing people is to lead them without strategy. Uh, I don't agree with that, but the next statement of being sincere, fair, polite, and straightforward is definitely a roadmap for dealing with people. They might not like what you have to say. They might not like the manner in which you manage or do things, but at least they will know that in no uncertain terms you are sincere, you will always be professional, and you're always dealing with them on an up and up level, and you're going to give them a chance to grow. The last statement, motivation is nothing more than motivating other people. There's a lot of truth in that. However, when it comes down to understanding the big picture, there is more than motivation at the heart of it. Understanding how your piece of the pie makes up the larger pie, that is the larger strategy, is pretty important. So seeing the big picture and recognizing when there are problems on the micro level, the lower level, the smaller level, is pretty important to the success of the organization overall. And this was a screencast presentation of the laws of power. I think this guy's definitely not using English as his first language, so there were some interesting little anomalies in this.